Well, I'm joined now by Professor Colin Garner. He's the Chief Executive of Antibiotic Research UK. Thanks for joining us on TRT World. So as we heard in that report, there's no low-hanging fruit anymore when it comes to finding new antibiotics. It can take 15 years to develop them, millions of pounds. The business model's broken because the return just isn't there. What can we do about it?
Well, I think we have to carry on trying to find new antibiotics, and in the meantime, try and conserve our existing antibiotics. Unfortunately, in some parts of the world, you can buy antibiotics over the counter, and that has to stop, because the more antibiotics are used, the more resistance will increase. So in countries like India, where antibiotics are relatively easy to obtain, antibiotic resistance is rife in many hospitals around the country, and we need to try and stop that happening.
Because we think about antibiotic resistance as something that happens in the future. Indeed, Antibiotic Resistance Week this week, a film's been released showing a post-antibiotic world in which a father and daughter are quarantined in their house. How far-fetched is that? By the sound of it, it's happening in some parts of the world already.
It's not at all far-fetched. But I saw a television programme not so long ago where there was a lady in Leeds in the UK in isolation because she had a chronic antibiotic-resistant infection, and they were very concerned that she might transmit that to other people. So it isn't at all fiction, it's actually fact.
What can we do with the drugs that we already have, though? I know you're saying that we need to keep on searching for new antibiotics, but that could take some time. What about drugs that we're currently using for other indications? Is there potential there that they could be used as antibiotics?
Well, our charity, which is a relatively small one and a new one, is actually working precisely on that. We're looking to what's called repurpose or reposition existing drugs to see if we can overcome antibiotic resistance. And the attraction of the approach is because the drugs are already in widespread use, that the safety testing that would be required would be very minimal. So these are not themselves antibiotics, but in combination with an antibiotic, they can overcome resistance.
Very briefly, if you would, Professor Garner, what would your advice be to people about taking antibiotics themselves or giving them to their children?
Well, my brief advice would be to always take the advice of your clinician and physician, and do not go into your doctors and demand antibiotics, either for yourself or for your children. The less antibiotics are used, the more we can conserve them.
OK, Professor Colin Garner, thank you very much.